Hey everybody, it's Jody here with another review. I unboxed this beauty over the weekend and I am ready. I've been playing it a lot and I'm ready to give you my honest opinion of the Kmise concert ukulele. I will post a link to this ukulele as it appears on Amazon. On Amazon, it is $65 and it comes as a bundle. It comes with a bag, a strap, extra strings, picks, a capo, a tuner, a cloth, and a rhythm shaker. And the ukulele, $65. I think that's a good deal, but let's talk some more about the specific ukulele. I did not purchase this on Amazon. If you saw my unboxing, you could see it came from China. I purchased it off of eBay, and it was just the ukulele, none of the accessories, and I got it for $48. So I think they had $49 or $50 or best offer. So I put in an offer of $45 to see what they'd say, and then they countered my offer to $48, and I said, I'll do it. It's a good deal. So yeah, so this is it. The one that I purchased off of eBay was brand new, but it came from China. It took 2 weeks to arrive, and the shipping was undesirable. Let's say that. We are lucky it came in one piece because there was a hole in the box. There's very little, pretty much no padding, and it was just the box, not the ukulele box inside another box. It was just the ukulele box shipped from China. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend, unless you really don't want all that other stuff or you really can't pay the extra $15 to $20. I would recommend going through Amazon. Then it's going to come from a warehouse in your country, and it will arrive a lot quicker. You'll get some extra stuff with it, and I think it's a little safer option. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But let's talk about the ukulele, shall we? I'm going to tell you all the specs as they appear on Amazon. Now, the big thing that caught my attention on this ukulele is that it has a solid spruce top. A solid spruce top. Solid wood instruments have a little bit more complexity to their sound. It's a little bit richer, and then they also take on the tone, like they're called tone woods for a reason, because different woods have different sounds, and spruce is known for being a really crisp, really bright sound. So this solid spruce top, and I have inspected it, and a good way to tell is by looking at the edge of the sound hole to see if the grain continues through the edge, and it appears to be a solid spruce top. Now, while we're talking about that, there's a couple little design features or a couple little blemishes on this that I will point out. And the first one is that, as you can see, it's bookmarked, and that's common for it to be two pieces, but it's slightly two different colors. And depending on what angle you hold it at and what light you're holding it in, you can notice it. And it's not a big deal. Some people won't care at all. Some people will. And it's probably, not every ukulele, but this one, just slightly two different colors on the top. It's really not that noticeable, although I do, now that I know it, I do notice it every time I pick it up. I will say that. Okay, so it's the sides and the back are laminate rosewood, and look at it. It is gorgeous. I mean, I really think that's beautiful. Look at that. Okay, laminate rosewood. So laminate is nice because it's not susceptible to changes in humidity. You don't have to worry about it as much. It's going to be less expensive. But it's essentially like plywood with a fancy veneer is pretty much what laminate is. Not all laminates are created equal. Now, one thing I thought was interesting about this is although it looks like it's perfectly book matched, like there's two pieces, I really think this is just one piece. Look at that. I think it's all one, this back is all one piece, which I found very interesting. There is a very, very slight arch to the back, which helps with projection. Very slight arch. The sides are 2 pieces because you can see the joint right there. As you can see, it came with strap buttons, which I think is a plus. More and more, I enjoy using straps, and I have students now that I teach, and I recommend straps. In fact, I enforce them getting straps because when you're not having to hold the instrument up with your hand, you can have really good hand position and get that nice curve and use the tips of your fingers, and you can move around, and you don't have to worry about keeping it up. I even use straps when I'm sitting down. I had a strap on this one. I just took it off so we could see it as it came. So strap buttons, yay. The neck, before I finish talking about the body, it's got abalone purfling all around the top and sound hole. So very pretty. And you can see the Kmise label in there. There's no model number, but there is a serial number, as you can see. Okay, so, and then there is an ABS. ABS is plastic binding. That black and white is an ABS binding, which I just think adds interest and makes it look pretty. So it's got that as well. So far the only ding is the 2 different colors spruce. Not a big deal. Okay, so the neck is made out of Okume, O-K-O-U-M-E, which I've never heard of, and I forgot to look up. So you can look that up if you want. That's what they say the neck is made out of. And it's made out of 3 pieces. There's a joint here. Let's see here. A joint right there. Not very noticeable, which is nice. I don't like it when they're stark 2 different colors and things, and you can just looks like it was pieced together. This one, not very noticeable, very nice. And then the other joint, it's hard to look in the reflection. Can you see it right there? And then it continues on like at an angle. I've never seen a joint like that before. Now this is my first ever ukulele with a slotted headstock, so maybe they're all like that. I don't know, but that's where the other joint is. And again, excuse me, again, not very noticeable. While we're here, you can see there it came with this little sticker, QC Pass, which I assume stands for Quality Control Pass, which I think is kind of cool. Somebody's responsible for taking a look at it and slapping that sticker on before it gets sent out of the factory or whatever. So it passed quality control, and we're going to talk about a couple other little issues in a moment. The neck appears to have also binding along the frets, also probably ABS binding, but it does have the side fret markers. And then the fretboard is made out of rosewood as well. And here's the second little design feature I'm not thrilled with, and that is the fret markers. Now some of you are going to love it, so that's cool. I personally don't, and I'll tell you why. They are like a wood material, which is cool. They're inlaid in there. But I feel like they're out of place. I feel like this is a very elegant looking instrument, especially with that slotted headstock. That slotted headstock makes me think of classical guitars. I feel like this is really classy, elegant looking instrument, and with that beautiful rosewood. And then I feel like they put like a cartoon character on it. And that's how I feel about it. I feel like the fret markers are kind of juvenile, and I'm just not thrilled with them. Now, there are a couple options. Lucky Uke, one of my subscribers, said he has a Kmise ukulele and he bought decals and put those over the fret markers. So that's something you could do. Lucky Uke, you offered to add the link, so if you want to put that in the comments, that would be really appreciated in case anyone else wants to see where you got those. I've never tried decals, but I have heard of other people doing it. So that would be one option. If I were keeping this ukulele, I would use one of my stain markers. I've stained a fretboard once before because it was like a light walnut, and I thought it would look better dark, and I bought a marker that's actual stain, and I stained the fretboard. And because these are not like abalone or mother of pearl or like shiny material, it's like a wood material, I think you could do it. And I would probably just stain this one and see what happened. And you'd still be able to see it, but it would not be as noticeable. That's what I would do if I were keeping this. However, I am not keeping this ukulele. I am giving this ukulele to one of you. I'm going to be giving this one away as soon as I hit 500 subscribers, and we are getting pretty close. And there's going to be an official video once I hit 500 subscribers, and I will tell you how to enter that giveaway. However, you now have the opportunity to get an extra entry by sharing this video. So all you need to do is share this video somewhere. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, email it to a friend, whatever. Share the video and then put in the comment that you did so, okay? And then you're gonna get an extra entry to this giveaway that's coming up very soon. And maybe once you all share it, I'll hit 500 subscribers and we'll do it tomorrow. Who knows? Okay, so back to the review. Let's see, they claim that the bridge is rosewood. Now, I don't think that's true. It's really hard to see, but it really kind of appears to be like plastic to me. So, I don't know. They say it's rosewood. And then while we're down here, you can see it has a compensated saddle, which they claim is real bone. And again, I don't think it is. I think it's plastic. So that kind of bothers me when they put information that's not factual in their description. They say the nut is real bone as well. So, that's what they say. While we're up here again, let's talk about the tuners. Tuners, yay! They work fine. They're open gear tuners. They're working great. It's holding its tune well. Tuners are fine. The logo on this one is inlaid. Now, I've had people talk about how they hate the decals on the Kmise because it's like this foil sticker, and I've seen them. I mean, it is like a raised sticker that they slap on there. And I've also seen people who have removed that, which is what I probably would have done if it was, if this came as a big old sticker on there. But it's inlaid in there, so it doesn't bother me. It's not even a screen, I don't think. I think it's inlaid. But it's got a little like blemish right under the K. Let's see if we can get this in focus. Do you see that under the K right there? I don't know what it is, a little blemish. And while we're up here, this is a little quality control issue. It doesn't have, the stain doesn't go all the way through. When I first opened this, I thought this was nicked, but it's not. It's just this dark stain doesn't go all the way to the edges. It's not a huge deal because the sides and the back are a lighter color, so if you look at it at any other angle besides head on, you don't notice it. But again, once you know it's there, you notice it, or I do. So that is something that whoever, you know, did the quality control probably saw and were like, it's fine. This is a $50 ukulele. And that's kind of what you get. I wouldn't expect them to build this whole thing and not send it through because of that. Now, if I spend $500 on this, I would certainly not expect anything like that on it. I would be sending it back because that's what you pay for when you pay a lot of money. You pay for all quality construction. For me, the most important thing is the sound and the playability. And I mean, the looks, I still think, I mean, this is a beautiful ukulele, and that little blemish is not noticeable. Certainly not to like your audience. If they see you playing it, they're not going to notice that. But I did want to point it out. You could get something like that on your ukulele. And there was one other one. I did not notice this one right away, but I did recently notice right there. That. It looks, in this video, it looks like that's a big divot, but it's not. You can't feel it, but that's there too. So those are the only little blemishes I found on the ukulele. So not bad. Now, when I was reviewing this, or when I was, you know, playing it with the thought that I'm going to be reviewing it, I played it in the dark. And I think I'm going to start doing that now because it takes everything away besides the sound and the feel of it. And those really are the two most important things, is how does it feel in your hands? How does it feel playing it? And how does it sound? So before I get to that, I want to mention the action. Nice and low, It's good action. It's a little bit higher down here. I think it could be lowered a little bit, which isn't hard to do. You loosen the strings, take out the saddle, you file it, make sure you file it evenly and not too much. Put it back in and the strings are lowered. Or you can pay someone else like $15 to do it. But action's a tiny bit high here. It's nice and low up here. And the intonation is really, really good. So I'm assuming this quality control person, that's what they did. They played it. Sounds good. No buzzes. Send it on. But okay. There it is. It's loud. Now, debating whether I should get my strap. Because I am standing. I'm going to get my strap. Okay. Sorry. This is a long video, and I get so self-conscious about it because one time, one person criticized me for talking too much, and now I always think about that. Isn't that crazy? But, I gotta be me, you know? I want to talk to you about this like a friend and give you my advice like a friend and not just be a robot. So, anyway, here we go. You can't see it, but you can hear it. All right. It's loud, it's punchy, it's crisp. I forgot to mention it came with a keyless strings, super narrow gut. I like it finger picked a lot. It's resonant. The sustain is pretty good. It's not like super impressive, but it is very resonant. You can it is crisp. It sounds like a spruce. You can hear every note. It sounds good. I mean, I'll play a little bit more. You can make your own opinion. Let's play it up here. It's a little bit harder. That's always my test for the action up here. It's a little bit harder, but it's not bad, and that's adjustable. So, what do you think, guys? I think it's worth every penny of $48. Every penny. And $65 is a fantastic deal too. If you don't have a ukulele, you're gonna get a bag, you're gonna get a strap, you're gonna get a capo, you're gonna get a tuner. I think picks are unnecessary. The cloth is nice. I got a cloth with my Enya and I use it all the time. So $65 is also a fantastic deal on this ukulele. In fact, when I first opened this and I showed my husband, he said that looks expensive. And it does. It looks really nice. The little blemishes on it are minuscule, but just keep that in mind. Yours may or may not have little issues with it. I don't know. I think that's a possibility, but I think it plays really well. I think it sounds really well, and I dig it. But again, it's coming your way. So share this video, post it in the comments that you shared it. Actually, post in the comments that you shared it and where you shared it, okay? And then, good luck, guys. I've been talking for 20 minutes. Hope you have a great day. I hope you play your uke today, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.